Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Mentorship Corner. My name is Sibi and Tandazo. If you are new to my channel, welcome. We welcome you to the family. Don't forget to click the red subscription button down below. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back. And thank you for your love and support. So first of all, as you guys can see, I'm recording outside today. Just forgive us for the noise, because there will be a bit of noise because the cars are going up and down the road, ne? Forgive us for that, ne? Always. With that said, I have a few announcements type of thing. So the first thing, as I said, we're working outside. Forgive us for the noise. Second, as you guys know, that we do have a June edition where I am interviewing amazing young entrepreneurs who are in business. They're just going to be sharing with us how they started their businesses, how has their business journey been, and just to get to know them, their businesses, and maybe they'll share a bit of tips that we can learn and we can actually implement to start our businesses or improve our existing businesses. For today's episode, before I say for today's episode, sorry guys, it is going to be running for the entire month of June. I'm going to be interviewing a few couple of young, incredible people, male and female. So for today's video, we are going to welcome the most amazing and lovely Sphesihle Mavimbela. You guys can just like clap or whatever you want to do while you're sitting and waiting for her to come through. Hi baby.
Hi lovely, how are you?
I'm good, how are you? You can
I'm great. I had lovely, that's my name. Don't know if I came too soon.
As we welcome her to our show. Guys, I'm hosting an entrepreneur. But anyways.
Oh, mom said go.
Anyways, as I said, you guys, this is Sphesihle Mavimbela. She's a very good friend of mine. We come way back, but we're not talking about that today. Today we are going to be talking to her about her amazing business called SetGo. So Sphe, how are you, my darling?
I'm great. How are you, my love?
I'm good. How have you been, babes?
I've been amazing. Before we get anyway, I just want to thank you for the amazing work you are doing with the Mentorship Corner.
Yeah.
This is a really great platform. You are doing a great job for the society, especially for the youth. And it's really amazing, and I commend you for your job. Keep working hard, sis. Keep pushing at it. We are here to support. And thank you for the invitation.
Thank you, darling. Did y'all hear that, guys? Thank you, sweetie. So, Sphe, as you know, we are going to grill you with a few questions, darling. I hope you're ready, ne? Mentally, physically.
I'm the cook in this show. Why are you grilling me? I'm the one who's supposed to be grilling.
I hope you're ready mentally, emotionally, in jail, everywhere, in all aspects.
And can I have the water, please?
With that said, we will start with a very brief, short, and straight to the point introduction. I'm just going to ask you to introduce yourself. I know it's rude to ask you to introduce yourself on my show, but I'm just going to ask you to introduce yourself. You're going to tell us who you are, your full name and surname. You're going to tell us a little bit about your qualifications. You'll tell us a little bit about your background, and then you'll tell us a little bit more about your business, what your business does, and the name of your business. So you can start with yourself and your qualifications, and then we'll move over to the next few. Cool.
Okay. I know you already know these things, but I'm going to share them anyway since you asked.
They don't know. My viewers don't know.
Oh, okay. So, ngiwusipho esihle usibonakaliso usibuyisele ngwaka Mavimbela.
Yes.
I grew up in a small village called Ntlwati, Wahlabisa. Raised by my grandma. My mom was raising me single-handedly, being held by my grandma. I know it kind of doesn't make sense saying single-handedly, but
don't stress. They'll get it.
Yeah, I was raised by my mom with the help of my grandmother. Yeah, that's where I grew up, did my primary school, and then went on to do high school. I'm currently Bachelor of Commerce, Economics and Supply Chain graduate.
Yes, girl.
I am currently doing my honors in economics. I am an economist in the making.
Yes, girl.
Yes. I am Mama SetGo. Some of my friends call me that. I am Mama SetGo. So that's the name of my baby. My business is SetGo. It's a food business. I make food. I make healthy food. I'm a food enthusiast. I'm a self-taught cook and I love what I do. I love very much what I do. Have I answered all your questions? I'm terrible at
I think so. Let's see. So I think the one thing that my viewers are probably asking themselves is, how old are you? You look very young.
I am very young. I am very, a lady never reveals her age. And I'll keep it that. Whatever you think my age is, that's keep to that one.
Okay, Spay, but let's pick an age bracket because so the main aim for the
I'm comfortable with that.
it's to show people that, you know what, even if you're young, even if you feel like you're underprivileged, but you can still make it work in the business world. So if I picked an age bracket, are you between the ages 20 to 25, 25 to 30, or 30 to 35?
I'm not between ages. I'm 23. I didn't want to expose my mother. I don't have a problem with saying my age, but don't want to expose my mother because she's not that grown. I'm 23, guys. I'm turning 23 this July 8th.
Okay, y'all, as we continue, you guys are going to forgive me. I am not a robot, so I have my questions on my phone. Don't judge. Any which way, with that said, now we're going to move over to the business side of everything, okay? So the first question I'm going to ask you is for you to tell us, when was your business established? Like, when did you decide, okay, you know what, I want to start SetGo, and this is what I want to do? Once you answer that question, you will also detail to us exactly what does SetGo stand for? Like, what is SetGo? What does it do exactly? Apart from, you did say, Babiza Mom SetGo, your friends, which includes me. With that said, you're just going to detail to us what kind of food you actually offer, and you'll tell us how you go about like delivering the food to your people, because I am aware as your friend that you don't have a restaurant yet, but
Coming.
You know, guys, you'll heard that it's in the pipelines, on whatever. That's the one. So you're just gonna tell us when you started your business and what exactly does SetGo do?
Okay, you spoke about when the idea was conceived. So really, when I really sat down and said, okay, I'm really starting SetGo was during July, mid-June to July.
Last year.
Last year. That was because at that time I was completing my degree and I was asking myself, what do I want to do afterwards? It was a really challenging phase. And I wanted to know, what do I want to do? Do I want to continue studying? Do I want to go to work? Do I want to open a business? And I'm like, yes, I want to open a business because I want to pay myself. I want to be in charge of my own money. Yes. And then I remembered that I have passion. Why am I looking at you and not at the camera? Sorry, I'm not used to the camera, people. I'm used to having conversations.
Well, I think it's
with
okay
people.
if you look to the camera and then back at me, and then we'll just try and keep that flow going. We'll look at you guys because we love y'all, and then because we're having a conversation. As much as it's an interview, but it's more like a conversational interview, so that you'll be more comfortable there.
True. And then I remembered that I have a passion for cooking. And looking at the way things are now, people are changing their diets. People want to live healthy lifestyles. And most people still can't cook. Most people like yourself are working.
And can't cook.
No, I'm saying you are working. But you don't have the time to cook, my friend.
I'm so busy, guys.
You don't have the time to cook. And I thought to myself, why not bring the convenience to you? Why not cook for you? Why not deliver healthy meals to you? Because most of the time you find that fast food restaurants provide food that is not healthy, food that is not balanced.
True.
So that's what SetGo does. SetGo gives the working class convenience. It gives you a balanced meal. That's one of the SetGo's goals.
Yes.
Seeking balance in every plated meal.
So you guys, if I'm getting it correctly, you guys are not just providing us with good food, but you're also making sure that we don't get thrown out of our diets. If, for instance, I have a heart condition and I always try to maintain a very healthy diet to make sure that everything in my system is still flowing the way it should, and also to make sure that we prevent unwanted systemic conditions, because as you know, the food you eat becomes
it's who you are.
Yes,
what you eat is what you are.
It becomes you.
So you are what you eat.
You are what you eat. So guys, as you can hear her saying, she's saying that SetGo is not just your normal like food shop, like food restaurant where you go buy food and go and eat.
We care about you.
You know, and
not
they
just
make
the
sure that apart from just getting a very good, nice, tasty meal, you're keeping your
nice
diet. You know, you're keeping a balanced diet. We're getting all the nice nutrients, proteins, and whatever vitamins that you need from your food to make sure that everything is still nice and intact. Oh, guys, that's just amazing news for me.
And another thing,
you said, I'm sorry, you said something about deliver. So when, for instance, if I were to place an order on your website, I think you do it on
it's on WhatsApp.
So
WhatsApp business.
Yes. So it's a WhatsApp business, guys.
For now.
So for now, yes. So if I place an order on WhatsApp, how do you guys go about delivering my food to my place?
It depends on how far you are. Let's say maybe, because most of the people that we have catered for so far, they need mostly lunches to be delivered. So we are delivering at their offices. And it works much better if it's a larger group. If it's like maybe a group of 5 people at work, then we know we are delivering at this particular place at this particular time. Because you know, if you're gonna have a lunchtime at work, you maybe have a designated time that maybe at 11:30 they're having lunch, and we know that their food needs to be delivered by then or at that time.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. So you guys deliver, and do you charge a delivery fee?
Yes, we have to.
Yes, and is that incorporated in your full prices or just separate?
No, it's separate because we do permit some people to collect. So that's why it's not
incorporated. Also still convenient because like if I don't want to pay a delivery fee and I'm like you guys are down the road from me, let me just go fetch my food.
But we're not down the road for everybody, so that's why we offer delivery as well.
That's actually very interesting. That's very good, guys.
I think what makes us like different and what's wonderful about my business, about the SetGo, about my baby.
Yes,
it's very personal to me. It's very personal to me. Is that we do have like a stable menu for each week. It's a different menu for each week. But let's say you are on a diet. Let's say you are keto. You do specify that with us, and then we tune the diet that we manipulate the diet that we have to suit your needs at that particular time.
That's amazing.
Well, it does have an impact on the price as well, because a person who's having mushrooms we can't charge the same price for a person who's having a portobello mushroom than a person who's having steak, because the costs are also not the same. It's a cost indication.
But it actually makes sense. So you guys don't just give us good food, but you actually alter our food to make sure that we don't get thrown off our diet.
It's true.
At that particular point in time.
Because some people are on a diet just to maintain living.
Yes.
Some people are on a diet to lose weight.
Yes.
Some are on a diet to gain weight.
Yes.
And some are on a diet for specific reasons.
Yes.
Like we all have reasons. So we need to cater for what you need at that time.
That's true. Okay, so the last thing for this part of the question is just enlighten us a little bit of how has your business grown. So you said the idea was planted or conceived June, July last year.
Yes.
When did you officially start working?
I started officially in October. Shamefully, I provided free meals.
Free meals?
Oh my
gosh, please walk us through that.
For 3 days. Okay, there is this lady, I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to say names.
Yes.
She owns a nail bar. It's a person that I've known for some time. Then I thought in my head, her target markets and my target markets are in line.
Yes.
Because most of the working class, they come and they get their nails done. And most people, when they have their nails done, they can't cook for themselves. And I thought, if I can impress her with my food, then she can obviously tell more of her customers about it. And so it was sort of a marketing.
Food, but marketing is smart, eh?
Yeah.
You're economizing.
There's nothing free in this world. So it wasn't really free.
That's pretty
But I'm realizing now that I could have just convinced her that she needs to buy my meals as opposed to me just giving it for marketing purposes.
But I think apart from marketing purposes, it's lesson learned.
It is.
It's a lesson learned.
Because it did cost me a lot of money, considering that I didn't have any customers at that time.
Exactly. So it's a lesson learned, and I think it's a milestone you had to encounter to grow in your business.
Yeah.
So going back, how has your business grown?
Oh, I haven't
to now. I know we talk a lot. It's okay.
Oh, well, to the extent that we drift away from the question.
It's all right.
My business has grown. I have found customers and I've started selling. And I've also not just grown in selling food, I've also introduced sauces. I'm currently selling a chillie relish.
Tell us about that.
I'm currently selling a chillie relish, which is actually a recipe that was developed by my grandmother. It's a family recipe.
Yes.
And my customers are loving it. Are loving it. And looking at it now, it is the one product that is bringing me more money compared to the service. Which is it's something that I thought about way before I started the business. That a product is more stable than a service, it depends on which angle that you look at it. But for me, it's so much easier because I make a lot of chilies of the relish and I store it away and I don't have to work. But with food, I need to wake up every morning and I need to work. It takes a lot of my time, considering that I'm also studying. It's time consuming. So that also, it's bringing a lot of income in the business. Okay, not a lot since we are still in the foundation phases, but I am happy. I've been able to.
It's cash flow into the business. So
and it's the one part that I've been able to make profit from. Because in my service, I haven't been making a lot of profit. Because when you are cooking for people, you get money if all the stock that you bought is being used up and you're getting money for that. Exactly. So I'll buy, let's say, 5 kgs of maize and I'm only catering for 3 people. It's not covering the cost. Yes, it's good money, but it's not covering the cost. So with the product, it does cover, and I am really happy.
Yes. So are you maybe thinking of adding more products like the chili relish, like in the near future?
Soon.
Like guys, are you listening? Are you listening?
Chili nays that's coming, and there's tomato sauce that's coming for now. I'm gonna keep adding. Because I have fun in the kitchen. So why not experiment and do more?
Girl. Yes, girl. So as you guys know, she now has the chili relish.
It's ready for you guys.
You can place an order on her WhatsApp. She is gonna drop her WhatsApp and Instagram handles when we are done. Almost, when we're like done with the interview. So moving right along. So let's go like all the way back, and like Jay, from like the very beginning. Like I just want to know what actually motivated you to start. Apart from the love for food, is there anything else, or it was just solely because you love being in the kitchen and you love, as you said, you are a self-taught chef, guys. She is I won't call you cook. Not a cook. I'm a cook.
I will take that title, my friend.
She's a self-taught chef who taught herself from the scratch. I just want to know what motivated you to start
cooking
in the first place. Not to start cooking, but to actually
for SetGo.
Yes,
to start SetGo.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I feel like sometimes we have the skills, we have the talent, but we just don't have that like push to start something. I hope I'm making sense.
I think everybody that lives in South Africa has the push to start a business.
Are you sure? I think they need to hear you say that. Just look at the camera and just repeat those exact words.
Did you see the shift, guys?
Like
if you live in South Africa,
please,
you have the push to start a business. You have the push to start a business. Before lockdown, before COVID-19 hit South Africa, we were sitting at 32% unemployment. And that was before I graduated. 32% unemployment before I graduated. So when I come out as a graduate, I'm adding to that percentage. Sure. So that percentage is not even the true value of our unemployment.
Yes.
And then there is this quote that I created when I had a youth seminar in 2016 back at my grandma's. It says, seek to employ and be employable when all else fails. And I feel like,
guys, she's going to repeat that again. Girl, what's the quote? I think it's very powerful.
Dropping some wisdom there.
Yes, like I just think it's very, very powerful. Can you just repeat the quote again for me, for my viewers to hear it?
Okay, I will do it. Seek to employ and be employable when all else fails.
Guys, did you hear that? She says, seek to employ and be employable when all else fails. which means your first option
is to be an employer.
Yes, it's to start that business that you've been thinking about starting all these years. It's to use that skill that you've got, that you've been thinking about starting a business all these years. But if that fails, then go back and say,
I have my
here's my
preparation.
CV, here's my qualification. I need a job.
Yeah. And I also feel like a degree is something that we need to get for our parents to be happy. Because that's what they know as the key to success.
I feel like this interview is just going to another direction, guys.
I'm going to come back
shortly. This interview. I need you to just, for someone who thinks, what you just said is just too deep for me. I'm just like, so for someone who still thinks a degree is for them, explain why you're saying a degree is for their parents.
No, I'm not objecting the fact that your degree is for you.
No, I definitely get that part. I definitely do. I just want your opinion about that statement.
Okay.
Basically.
Firstly, our parents, they have been taught that education is the key to success, which is true. Because even for you to run a business, you need to be educated about the business that you want to start.
Yes.
But for me, as a person who is in the cooking venture right now, my mom said it bluntly that she wouldn't have paid for me to go study to cook because she knows that I can cook. But when you have a certificate that you can cook, people will trust you more to cook for them. When you have the title, the title chef next to your name, then they trust you more. But then when I said I'm going to study BCom, like, oh, that's great, because I know you're going to be employed there and there and there with your BCom degree, which is not true. With my degree, I'm not guaranteed a job. You either do stand a chance to get a job, but it's not guaranteed. Yes. So I'm saying that degree is for my parents because she gets the ease that I'm going to get a job.
It gives them security.
Yes.
Which is also something that I think hinders people from going down the entrepreneurial business route because they want security. People still have that mentality that I have to go to school, get a job, get a good paying job, and then basically just repeat that rat race cycle for the rest of their lives and then get a pension when they retire. And then that, I don't know, I think that's something that people just find comfort in because it's safe.
It's not safe. Let's say they find comfort.
They feel safe.
Because you mentioned that's during lockdown, you were not getting your salary.
Exactly.
As an employee, you were not getting a salary.
Because there's so many businesses that, especially private businesses, which some businesses even closed down because basically we can't function because of the lockdown, because we need customers and all that drama. So yeah, it is not safe. But I feel like people still have that old mentality that if you go to school, you get a good paying job. It's safe, it's comfortable. You're getting a little bit of a sense of security, so they feel better. Yeah, they feel better, and they get a bit scared to branch out on their own.
But I want to emphasize that education is still very important.
It is.
It is still very important.
I wouldn't agree more. Yes.
Like a learned mind cannot be the same as an unlearned mind.
Definitely.
Going to school teaches you to learn. For me, that's what it did. It teaches me to learn.
Yeah, and
I don't think I would have actually started a business had I not went to varsity.
Exactly.
Not just school, going to varsity opened my mind to that. Because I then saw other people doing it.
Yes, and you saw opportunities.
And I saw opportunities. I saw the gap between like the people who were employed. I saw that they didn't have time.
So you saw the gap in the market and you're like, you know what?
I'm gonna
let me try and fill in the gap.
Yeah.
You know, let me try and fill in the gap. That's amazing, guys. That's amazing. That's really like a great story. I'm gonna just keep bombing you.
I don't mind.
The next question, I think, though, even if like I feel like you've answered both my questions, because the next question was what drives you and what motivates you to wake up every morning and to improve on your business and to make sure your business is doing better today and it's going to be doing better tomorrow compared to the days before. But I think your answer there kind of answered everything because, guys, I think you can all see that it's not just the money. The idea was not just to get money, but it's the passion.
Good to get the money. It's so good.
Yes,
so
but
good.
I feel like your whole thing is you are so passionate about cooking, and right now you are so passionate about making sure that we get the food that we need.
Yeah.
Food that is actually in accordance to like our diet and everything and our health.
Wellness is everything.
It is. It is. It is. So I feel like you've just answered both my questions with just one answer, which is amazing. She's a smart student, guys. She's a fast learner.
I was taught to summarize in high school.
So our next question is where in the market do you see your business in the next 5 to 10 years?
Where in the market do I see my business?
So basically, how much do you think you would have grown in the next 5 to 10 years?
I don't know if I should say hope or should I be confident? Confident.
So be very confident. A very wise person said, if you say, actually, let me not use this quote. I'm going to say, a very wise person said, every word that follows I am will haunt you and haunt you for the rest of your life. Okay. So I dare you to say I am and to say your business is.
Okay.
So that you
okay, so whenever I think of my business, I think of my customers.
Yes.
And currently a picture is playing in my head. There is sitting a family of 6.
Yes.
A vegetarian father, a vegan daughter,
yes,
a meat lover son, a health enthusiast, and so on and so on, all in one table, all their needs catered. Did you hear me saying a table? So that means there's a roof over the head and there are walls enclosing the sides. So I see myself owning a restaurant. I am a restaurant owner in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yes, girl.
Not just any restaurant owner, one that is growing. Hopefully I'll be having people wanting to buy my franchise because I want to expand to that because I know the chances of me growing on my own to expanding to other areas, they may be very limited. But having other people buy my brand and being able to maintain it as my brand, it will be so amazing.
Yes.
It will be so amazing.
With that said, I know a lot of cooks always worry about losing the passion element when you start franchising. Was it my wife? He calls it sizing or upsizing, something along those lines. Aren't you scared that if you franchise a brand, if you franchise your restaurant, someone else might lose that taste, that passion, that's
I was worried and I was scared about that when I even thought of having employees. So obviously,
so I went too far.
So obviously the fright is then extended when you start thinking of franchising.
Yes.
But with franchise, look at KFC for instance. KFC is a franchise.
Yes.
But the KFC that you get in Johannesburg and the KFC that you get in Durban is the same because the recipe has been shared. And before you employ someone, you have to have them prepare that recipe, that the original recipe, the way you prepare it. And if they can prepare it the way you prepare it, and
then we all
satisfied with the way they prepare it, then we are satisfied.
Then we say, I get it. Makes more sense.
And with food, I do believe in recipes, but I'm not a strong believer in recipes because I believe in great food being great.
Yes.
Putting an apple today and putting an apple tomorrow is not going to be the same because not all apples are prepared the same way. They don't ripen the same way. Like even if they're from one tree. So, because this is not a fast food restaurant, and it's a top class, top notch.
Like homey. Like a restaurant where you feel like you're home.
Yeah. And the food is not going to be always the same, but one thing that is guaranteed is that it's always going to be good. It's always going to be great because we have that recipe as a foundation that we've grown the recipes on.
Yes, true. Okay, no, I get it. I think you've answered my questions now, and we'll move on to the next question. On to our last 3 questions, guys.
Oh yay, finally.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are gonna have to say goodbye to this happy soul. But you're not gonna go down that easy.
I'm still gonna come back when my business is worth billions.
Child, don't worry. I'm going to do some follow-up videos, and my viewers will be waiting for you. Demonstrate. So our next question is: if you were to talk to a very young self of yours, like a very young Spay, let's say let's talk to like a 16-year-old you who thinks nothing about business. Like, what advice would you give them when it comes to the business world? Or maybe an 18-year-old you. I don't know if 16 is too far-fetched.
I think we can even go back to 8-year-old me.
Mm-hmm.
Sphesihle is a thinker. I think a lot. I have a lot of conversations with myself.
Yes.
And I think there's some very important things that I could have told myself then that I didn't know. Because I would have thought of it if I knew. I think the one advice I would give to myself, because I had so many great ideas growing up, would be do it. Do it now. You don't know how? Do it anyways. Because I have learned that experience is the best teacher. It really is. There is no saying, okay, let me learn about it now, let me learn it, and then I'm going to do it. The more you do, the more you learn. And I've seen that with my cooking skills. I've always been great at cooking. But then once I told myself
like
that
confidence, guys.
I've always been great.
Like, yes, girl.
And I'm growing great. That's
Yes.
the amazing part. I'm growing great. And when I started like telling myself that I want to cook for people and I'm cooking for people, then that's when I started experimenting with different cuisines because I was doing it. So all those ideas that I wanted to do, I wish I had pursued them.
So basically, the advice you would give is to just start. You know,
Whatever it is,
that
whatever it is,
just start.
there are still a lot of business ventures that I still need to venture to and start doing because it's ideas that those are the goals that I had for myself when I was young. So I would tell myself, act on your goals.
You know,
It's good to dream, but dream whilst doing.
Yeah, because dreams don't pay the bills.
True.
Unfortunately, unless you do it, unless you
Yeah.
act on your dreams, unless you put a plan in place and
I'm thinking,
execute the
had
plan.
I did all the things that I wanted to do, or did all the things. Because I mean, I thought when I was 23, when I'm turning 23, I would be a millionaire. But I never acted.
Right now, I'm just thinking, West Pay, just tell us that one business idea you had when you were young. Because I'm just thinking, if you wanted to be a millionaire at 23, girl, you must have had some really out of this world ideas. When I was 8, I was still worried about the girl next door looking cuter than me.
I never worried about that because I know I'm beautiful.
Yes, girl.
I'm joking. I had that when in my teenage years. In my head, growing up, being a millionaire wasn't because of the idea that I had. Being a millionaire was a goal. It was one of the goals.
Yes.
Then I had ideas of what to do. I never thought of that as what will make me a millionaire. I don't know why. And maybe if I had thought of it in that way, parallel to each other, then I would have known that, okay, acting on this goal, then shall give me.
I think it's also maturity.
Yeah, I
you
think
know,
so.
as we grow older, we do become a little bit more wiser.
True.
So I'm thinking when you were younger, you just thought, if I do this business 1, 2, and 3, I'm gonna be happy doing this and this and this. But you never thought that this business 1, 2, and 3 would actually yield
being a millionaire.
You know,
because really, even the idea that I had, I never really thought of them as businesses. I just thought it would be great if I could do this and this and this.
Yeah, I think
I think it also comes from the fact that I don't come from a business-minded family or family that owns businesses. Maybe if I had come from a family like that, I would have known that.
Yes.
Okay, if I do this, then I can get money from it.
Yes.
Then I can be a millionaire from
You
it.
know, yes.
Yeah. But being a millionaire is no longer a goal now.
It's a billionaire that we need to get to.
Multi-billionaire, girl.
Yes, when I girl. Guys, this girl,
We're
don't
going
take over
places, my friend.
I'm telling you, we're getting there. Our last question, or second last question is, what advice would you give to my fellow viewer who is sitting at home? So it could be anyone. It could be someone who is sitting at home who is saying, you know what, Nomthandazo, I can hear what you guys are saying, but I just don't know where to start. I have this idea. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to execute it. I don't know if I should go seek help, or I don't know if I should do this and this. Or if it's someone who's saying, I have a talent, but I don't know if it's going to be fruitful in the business world, or someone who's just sitting at home and thinking, vele konje, what's the point of starting a business? Type of thing. So what advice would you give to a viewer who's sitting at home right now watching this video? So you're going to look at them next. I'm not the viewer. I'm sitting next to you.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
I think what I'd say to a person sitting at home, do it. Do it. Like I'd say to my young self, I'd say the same to you. If there is this saying that I've always heard being thrown around, that if your mind can conceive it, then you can do it. I'm not sure if I'm paraphrasing it right, but it's something around those lines. That whatever you can think, then you can surely see it to fruition. You can see it being manifested. So if you think you can dance and you think you can make money out of that, do it. It might seem crazy for you to go outside your gate and start dancing there with your head down, but some people started there and now they are dancing out there. I was watching old Jason on some of his Instagram lives,
yes,
and he was showing this young girl that you can sell anything. He picked up a rock, and I thought that's really stupid. If people are gonna buy, they're gonna buy because it's from you. Like, yes, but that's not where he started. He started somewhere. He might be selling a rock now, then that's pointless. But he did start selling things that were of value to people.
Yes.
And if you say, I can play people's hair, do that. Whatever you can, do it. And why you should start business? Simply because unemployment is very high in South Africa. If you are employed, then great. But think of your cousins. Think of your daughters, your sons. They're gonna need to be employed tomorrow. If not by you, then by who? Because I know that I'm going to be employing other people, but it's not guaranteed that it's your people that I'm going to be employing. If they don't have the skills that I'm looking for, then sorry. I'm not going to take them with their degrees, with being named top chef. They are being named top chef, but they might not please my desires for SetGo.
Yes.
So do it for yourself. Do it for the generations that come after you.
So, yeah. Oh, guys. She said, if you don't start that business, then who's going to employ the next generation in your life? If you're not going to employ them, then who will? I think that's tough.
Yeah.
That's making me think and rethink my decisions. But let's move on with your interview. So the last question I want to ask is, as we all know, we were hit by COVID-19, the coronavirus, in March in South Africa. So I know it hit hard on a lot of businesses around the world and in South Africa at large. How has it affected your business so far?
It really did affect me because I had orders. I'm not really a caterer per se, but I had received 2 orders for me to cater for people for their graduation parties. As people were graduating in April, I had received orders for that. Unfortunately, it's no longer happening.
Yes,
and
all
also
graduations were cancelled.
Yeah, and also I told you that most of the income for SetGo comes from the relish.
And you were selling that very well on campus, isn't it?
Yeah, I was selling it very well on campus, and the government doesn't view SetGo as an essential service, unfortunately. So all services from SetGo were shut down. I couldn't even deliver the relish to the people. I couldn't deliver to the students as well.
Yes.
I couldn't, all my services were cut off because I was just sitting at home doing nothing. So all my income for March and April,
gone.
Nothing. I think maybe if I had to look at the positive side of it, is that I also didn't incur any cost.
At least.
Because for now, all my costs are variable.
Yes.
So
and at least you're not paying any rent or paying any
And I'm not even paying salaries because I'm still the only employee. So whenever I need employees, they become temporary for that time, for that particular project.
Yes. Yeah. That's great. So guys, I hope you'll enjoy the interview. Claire, thank you so much, my darling, for allowing me to host you.
Thank you for having me, love. Thank you.
Thank you for
the amazing questions as well.
It's been a pleasure, actually. It's been amazing. I feel like I've learned so much about you as a person as well, apart from just
after business. So many years.
I know, apart from just business, it's just you know, with distance and everything, we haven't had a lot of like sit down chats
Yeah.
and all the drama.
Yeah.
But this was actually like amazing. It was really, really, really great. Guys, I hope you learned a lot from today's session. Join me again next week when we see one of our other young entrepreneurs and hear what they have to share about their businesses. As promised, Uspe is gonna drop her WhatsApp contacts for her business so that when everything is all sorted, you guys can place orders. And she's also going to drop her Instagram handle. I'm also going to link them on the description down below so that if you guys want to go and talk to her or if you guys want to place orders, hopefully you guys want to place orders.
Hopefully you have to.
And I'm also going to ask her to share some amazing pictures of her food, and I will drop them after the video or at the beginning of the video. I'll see which one fits better. Okay, over to you.
Okay, so on Instagram it is SetGo _ SETGO _ You can drop me a DM. You can slide into the comments and do the things. And for WhatsApp, I'm sorry, it's the number is 07999. Wow, I forgot my number. Well, it's for the business. 0799908. Okay, I forgot the number.
Okay, guys, let's start. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, can you check your phone because I know you have it.
I think so. Let's have a check.
Guys,
Do forgive. I can't believe she forgot her business number, but we'll forgive. We'll forgive.
How did I forget? I never call myself. That's why.
Yeah,
I never call myself.
There's also that. Plus, it's registered under your business, so you don't really do that much.
I never have to. And guess what?
Can't find it.
I can't find it.
Alright, guys, no stress. I will drop it on the comment section down below and her Instagram handle. From us today, it is now goodbye. Don't forget to like, share.
I was supposed to say that part.
Oh, okay. I'm handing over. She's handling my YouTube channel for now.
Guys, please click the red subscription box below. Like, share, and don't forget to check out at SetGo _ We love you. Love and light, everybody. Mwah, mwah. Pieces.
Bye,
we
guys.
love you from the Mentorship Corner.
Bye.